Welcome to Cleantech and Coffee episode 4, Enersize edition. If you haven't heard it, I'm going to tell you. Enersize just recently got a big payment from a revenue sharing project in China. It was flat screen manufacturer Beijing Optoelectronics that did the first installment of 300,000 euro, as they are now using Energize software-based system to measure, monitor and optimize their compressed air system in one of their factories. It's a big thing. This project will generate something like 1.2 million euro over the project period to Energize. It's also an important reference customer. And it's really great to see these revenue sharing projects now start kicking in. As the savings are made, payment will start to happen. And Energize of course has more of these contracts already in place. And a good pipeline of potential deals that we think will happen. So we're really happy about it. Compressed air is a big thing. It is something like 5% of the world's total electricity consumption. And in China it is something like 10% because so much manufacturing industry is in China. And compressed air is used in manufacturing in factories worldwide. It's also so that in China a large part of the energy still comes from coal-based electricity. So of course saving electricity there means it's a big deal also for the climate. It decreases carbon emissions by quite a bit. So a good day and we're happy about it. We got some questions from you, our shareholders, directed straight at Energize. I have directed those at Sami Mykinen, the CEO, who's been living in a suitcase the last year, closing big deals with Chinese industrials, and Christian Merheim, fairly recently got on the board of Energize. You will meet them both now in Helsinki. Over to them.
Hi Bigge, it's Christian here and Sami from Energize in a rainy Helsinki, and you had a question for us and we're going to try to answer that one. And I read here, the question is, how can a small Finnish startup company like Energize succeed to get these really large customers in China? Well, it's a fair question, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, because if you think about it, that in compressor air systems in globally, those using the 5% to global electricity consumptions, and that's the huge. And especially in China, this figures is more because it's 10% for full electricity consumptions in China. So that's the big figures what is the using there. And second things also, it's of course in China is if you look into latest 5-year plan, what they put to place by government. So there is a very big very big level to need make energy savings and CO2 reductions in China. So that's we doing to them and help to them to doing.
Yeah. And what do you say? In China, the government don't ask; they tell you to do it.
Yes, that's yeah. Of course, that's the truth.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to Energize, we're a very unique company where we have a solution. We look at these compressed air systems like in a holistic view. We look at everything at the same time, and we look at both the data. We do the analysis. We have the software, and we do also take the responsibility to execute the savings from the start all the way to where the money is when the last kilowatt is saved by the customer. So and that makes us really unique compared to all other people trying to make compressed air systems more efficient. And finally, I think why we succeed in China is because Sami here has been in China for many years. He has great experience of it. And also, I think the model we have, the business model where we do revenue sharing with the customers. We go in, we take the investments for fixing up these systems. We do everything to make it the last savings really work. And we take the responsibility for full chain from start to end. I think that together with this, that they are quite used with these revenue sharing models, and they even have a legal system that take care of that in China. So I think that's the reason why we actually get these large customers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I hope that was a good answer to your question, Bigge. And over and out from Helsinki.